Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Abraham. That's caught. It's Hussein. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to...
Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth. Intercepted, and the defense has set them up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Abraham. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Bulls with the 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hussein. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Hussein. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oregon! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Creates a little space. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Might be calling a hot route. Direct snap. Past the first down marker and still running. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to pass. It's Abraham. Got his man on the outside. He's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Zach.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
On the screen. Loss of 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Abraham. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Here we go.
They just keep firing. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Old Dominion. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And first down for the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And how many first downs is that, guys, on this drive alone? This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it, looking for a first. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw. It's Abraham. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Let's go, let's go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Powers through. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Slams ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
South Florida, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Abraham. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker, it's Wood. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Still looking, on the move. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Maybe a double pass. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to throw, it's Abraham. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
From the gun to give, looking for room.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Quick spin on the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Calls his own number. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Got a little space. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll give it to the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep...
There he goes. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
South Florida, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The give on the option. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on fourth down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Steps away to find some room. He turns it loose to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Bulls are marching down the field. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Wood. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Hussein. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
Man, you had the 1st down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is carry the football, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it, and then secure it. Don't lose it. Don't put it on the ground. Bad job by the offense securing the football.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. Sweet spin. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Make some noise. It's 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown Ducks! Fitted in the window for the score. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got him downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun. Into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown Bulls.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought, and now...
Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here we go. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you could just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How impressive has this passing game been today, and it looks as if it's on the verge of carrying them to a top 10 win.
And how about this passing attack? Doing what you want at will against a top 10 team. This is an impressive display, Palmer, earning that early season, mid-season ranking.
I've loved what I've seen, and they're a top 10 team now, but if they're a team that's going to reach the college football playoff, they're going to have to keep throwing it like this. This dude can play under pressure. Now we've got to see him do it week in, week out against the best teams in the nation.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those